This hearing is a great example of how to ensure a personal protection order against you stays in place. The man at this hearing tries to have a personal protection order, otherwise known as a PPO, filed by his ex-partner terminated. The woman obtained the PPO due to claimed abusive behavior and continued harassment after their breakup, even after the PPO was established. Both sides share claims, but the man makes it clear to the judge that she needs the PPO to stay in place.
All right, so Ms. Bannon, back on November 24th of 2021, you filed a petition for a personal protection order, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, and you listed some different reasons. Could you go through the reasons that you requested this personal protection order?
I originally requested the protection order because I had ended a relationship with Anthony.
Be honest.
After.
Mr. Habecker, so right now she's testifying, so I don't want you to interrupt, but I will give you an opportunity to speak later, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. All right, go ahead, Miss. So Miss Bannon, I guess I should start with the first question. Do you object? Do you want the personal protection order to stay in place, or do you agree to terminate it?
I want it to stay in place, and I have my reasons.
Okay, all right. So go ahead, and if you could then state for the court the reason you requested the personal protection order.
The reason why I requested it in the first place is because I ended a relationship with Mr. Habecker that was abusive, and I told him he could no longer be in my house, but he kept showing up. He kept calling, he kept texting me, he kept finding ways to communicate with me. And it was out of control. He was calling my mother, my father, my ex-husband. I was.
As you did.
Mr. Habecker, she's talking now, so you don't get to interrupt. And if you do, I'm going to adjourn this to another day. All right, so stop talking. All right, go ahead, Ms. Bannon.
Since then, I'm actually, can I just read something that I wrote, my statement?
Say that again.
Can I just read my statement?
Well, yeah, go ahead.
I'm asking you and the court system of Lenawee County to help me. Last year, you granted me a PPO against Anthony after I ended an abusive relationship. Back then, during an argument, he crawled through my kitchen window, slapped my back, and pushed me off a step stool before he threw a roll of trash bags that hit me in my face and pushed me into a fence. I didn't press charges because...
Nope.
Mr. Habecker, all right, so let's stop for a moment because we're having some issues. So, Ms. Bannon, you do not want the personal protection order dismissed, is that correct?
No, I do not. And he has been violating the order since it was put into place, and I have police.
Okay, how has he been violating?
Absolutely not.
Mr. Habecker,
Absolutely
you
not.
interrupt one more time. How has he been violating the personal protection order?
I have a police report from...
There you go.
All right, Mr. Habecker, you need to be quiet. All right, so Ms. Bannon, there have been violations. We filed police reports.
I filed a police report on 3/17 of 22, where Anthony had requested to get a copy of my American Express card. He was on it at one point. I took it away from him and took away his access. And he called American Express and somehow got them to send him a copy. So I called the officer, he took photographs, made the report, and the county decided not to press charges or violate that. On 4/19 of 22, I also contacted the police regarding a Facebook post from a Tony Haybecker, and he would go back and way back in years to find things that weren't private yet, and then make comments and like it, and just to intimidate or scare me, I guess. I'm not sure. I also got a phone call not that long ago. I had a contact from the FBI, which I contacted about that because I know he deals with harassment and stalking. I got a phone call from somebody asking me if I had a Toyota for sale. And I haven't owned a Toyota since I was with Anthony. It had been maybe 8 months since that was sold. And the person that called wouldn't tell me, said he got my number from a guy at work. He wouldn't tell me who it was at work. He wouldn't give me any sort of information. But he continues to call my ex-husband. He continues to...
Oh, wait a second. Is Jeffrey Bannon your ex-husband?
Yes.
Okay. Because he is actually logged on too today.
He is.
He logged on for you as a witness?
He's logged on for support. I was told I couldn't bring a witness.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that. Okay, hold on. Okay, so Ms. Bannon, it sounds like there's been violations and so, all right, I'm gonna stop you there. So thank you. All right, Mr. Haybecker, is there anything you'd like to say on your motion to terminate?
110% is that she's been calling my mother and working with her over the past 9 months after the order. And that's exactly how she's been operating. She thinks, if you look at her Instagram, if you look at her Facebook, she says that she's going to make a joke of me. And that's what she's doing of me today.
Okay.
She's made a joke of my family. She actually moved next to my brother, who's Matthew Haybecker, and she thinks it's funny. It's not funny because it could be bad for her.
No.
Okay, so, all right, so based on the information I have today, I am going to deny your request to terminate the personal protection order, and the personal protection order will remain in place. It was extended, so the personal protection order will remain in place.
Ma'am,
24th of
Miss Judge
2023. Mr. Haybecker, do you understand that if you violate this personal protection order, you can be facing up to 93 days in jail? That is the end of this hearing. Thank you.
Miss Judge Anzalone, I want to be proper with you.
That hearing's over, Mr. Haybecker. Thank you.
I actually owe her $1,000.
Thank you. All right, you're all set, Ms. Bannon and Mr. Bannon.
I do report into police and nothing gets done. He just threatened me on record.
I know he did, so I would make a police report on that.
Okay, thank you.
It's
I'll
live
call
on-
right now.
So it's on my YouTube channel, so they can view it on my YouTube channel.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.